Hi, this is a story called Such a Perfect Day. The summer of 1970 was to include the most perfect day of my life to date, and it was largely thanks to my mum. I was to play in the Essex Under-18s plate event on the clay courts of Westcliff, and to win it, I'd have to win 5 one-set matches in a single day. Mum was always trying new little ploys to make me play better and to calm me down. A new tonic called Biostraff was on the market, and she said that a spoonful of this would work wonders for me. Her psychology worked a treat as I tried this magic new potion and then went on to win all 5 of those matches. It was the best tennis of my life to date, and my prize was to be given the very same box of tennis balls that I had used to win all of those matches with. The balls were well worn and covered in the red clay from the courts. When I showed my dad the prize, he said to me, "How paltry can you get?" But I couldn't have cared less, as I was just so happy to have won and to have played so well. We then returned home to more good news. I had gained passes in 4 of my O-level subjects, including a pass in the German exam that my teacher, Mr. Elvin, had told me I was destined to fail. His reservations were perfectly understandable at the time, but he had reckoned without my near photographic memory. 10 days before that exam, I wrote down all of the German words I knew, which was maybe as many as 1,000 or more, and I divided them by 10. I then learned them parrot fashion on a daily basis in order to prepare me. I went into that exam armed with enough German vocabulary to make up for any weaknesses in grammar that I may have had, and it certainly did the trick. Mr. Elvin actually phoned me up to say well done. He eventually asked me, "Have you got a job yet, Matthews?" "Not yet, sir," came my rather sheepish reply. Little did he know where my life was going. Life was indeed looking rosy back then, and Mum seemed to be coming up with answers to a few of my problems. 2 years later, she was to try another of her little ploys as my temperament began to spiral out of control to a level that left me questioning my own sanity at times. She would give me some Dextrosol, which were glucose tablets, trying to kid me that they would actually relax me on court. Sadly, the Mum Knows Best Brigade was in for a big disappointment, as those tablets were to meet a sudden and rather brutal end on one of the loveliest grass court settings in the whole of England.